Fuck it. We'll do it live. And there's people making noise in the background. Typical. Fucking typical. Start doing something and now there's noise. Well, hopefully it stops immediately. Welcome, everybody. I'm sorry that I had to say it that way, but I found somebody new on the YouTube, which I feel like I can show you. It's somebody who's ripping off Cybernetic Husky. What's up, Wookiee Supremacy? What's up, Little Squirrel? What's up, Jenny? Yeah, let's go to the YouTube. Let me click on this button. Sitting here talking to myself. Now I can't see the chat at the moment because I'm going to look at this new channel that I just subscribed to because he makes some pretty. Well, he was making funny shorts. That's what I was watching. Why is it not at the top of the subscriptions? Yeah, show 104 more. Like, what the fuck, man? I just subscribed to it. It should be at the top. This is ridiculous. There it is. Alright, go back over here. Now we need to share the stream. What's up, Bianca Zombie? What's up, Lemon Pie? Jenny says not much. You. Oh, I'm just here to talk about some DC and Marvel. But before I get to that, I'm gonna show you guys what the hell I found on YouTube. I don't know why they shared it to me. But I found this guy. No Dak Express Gaming. Never heard of him in my entire life until like 2 days ago. And then he's a real life pilot apparently, even though he looks like a dog. Although those aren't necessarily mutually exclusive, I guess. Who's to say that a dog can't be a pilot? Anyway, oh, this is his second channel, I guess. Whatever. Let me go back up. Let me go back up. Let me go to the shorts. No, I don't want to play all. I want to scroll. Just show you the one that they showed me. And I'll be like, yeah, this. Oh, that wasn't the right one. We'll see what happens. Nope, we're not watching the ad. Welcome back, everybody.
The other day, I decided that it was time to land, like
that's
right
loud.
now. What followed was an atypical approach in a jet. See, I'd just overflown the field and was headed away from it. So rather than turning around,
I've used this background music before.
Close to the field and then added flaps and landing gear to help.
I don't remember what video it's in, but I 100% used it.
If you'd like to participate
this guy's fucking hilarious.
Also, consider joining the full YouTube channel.
I thought that it was hilarious.
And
this wasn't the first short that I watched from him, but 54 seconds, beautiful.
Then I just needed to avoid all the FOD, tanks, and aircraft landing in the opposite direction. You can also see more from this community night by checking out the longer video.
He does all freaking gaming videos, and he's a dog. And I was like, I know somebody who's like that. I 100% know somebody who's like that. What's up, Rose? Cybernetic Husky's like that. And I was like, son of a bitch. And Husky goes, I can't make videos like that. That's not my kind of editing. That's not how I do. I was like, I know it's not how you do it, but what do you need to do to be like that guy? Because he's been doing it about, less, like a third the time that Husky been doing it. He's only got, I don't know, 184,000 more followers. This is just a rough estimate. I don't know the exact. It's somewhere around that neighborhood. It doesn't matter what the exact. It's a lot. Let's just put it that way. And he only been doing it for like fucking, I don't know, 2 years, something like that. So I had to take a drink. I don't have anybody here to fill the dead air while I take a sip of my, I guess it's Mountain Dew. So I'm pretty sure that's what it was. Let's hope so. Not a paid advertisement. Oh, so I sent this tweet out, right? Like, I sent a tweet that said that I was going live to talk, got that taken care of. Holy shit, we're up to 11 well, I just liked the video. It was at 10, but who doesn't like if you're making content on any platform, I don't give a shit what it is. It can be YouTube, Twitch, Rumble, OnlyFans. I don't give a fuck. I really don't. Make whatever you want on whatever you want. As long as you're not fucking with children, I don't really fucking care. Or animals. Don't fuck with the animals either, you bastards. Anyway, not the point. Point is, you should be liking your own videos. You should definitely be like every fucking. Do you not like? Why are you making something if you don't like? Okay, maybe if you didn't like the video, don't put it on your platform. Just keep it to yourself, delete it, whatever. But if you're going to publish it for everybody else to enjoy, you got to be out there liking your own stuff. At least I think that you should. People do things differently, you guys. Do links. I do slideshows. Oh, I read that like a fucking putz. That happens. Small Squirrel says, "How have you been, PB?" Well, you know, that's a great question you have there, Small Squirrel, because I've been better. Like, my back's been killing me for about a week now, week and a half, something like that, ever since the last time that I had to plow some snow. I don't know exactly what happened back there, but it's been a little funky, and then I only worked one day since then, so I gotta go to the doctor on Monday, and then hopefully he's gonna send me someplace that I can get an injection in my back that'll loosen everything up, and then I can take like a day or two, and then I should be right back to normal again. So that should be wonderful. That should be absolutely wonderful. Rose says, "PB, so sorry. Hello, I'm eating my pizza. Delicious. What the fuck did I have for? I had some weird chicken vegetable soup for supper. Like the broth tasted like it was supposed to be beef vegetable. The only time that it tasted like chicken vegetable was when you physically ate a piece of chicken in the bite of soup that you were having. Beyond that, it was the weirdest combination, or one of the weirdest combinations I've ever had in any kind of soup, ever. I don't know exactly what was going on with it. It was strange. Oh, you know what I should have did? That's what I should have did. I got two articles that are just going to help us guide our way through what we're talking about tonight, which is the upcoming Marvel and DC movies and TV shows that are all, well, they're interconnected inside of their own universes. They're not necessarily interconnected outside of it. And no, this doesn't include the CW shows. That's just like an extra tap for anybody that wants to enjoy any of those. Most of them are not great. I mean, like they put Batwoman on TV for the love of God. I mean, that's supposed to be a crime fighting fucking drama show, and I'm sitting here like I laugh my ass off at every fucking episode I ever watched of that goddamn TV show, and it's supposed to be some type of serious TV show, and they failed horribly, like so horribly. I don't know how to exactly put it into words, considering oh, it's not like any other superhero show out there, including all of the other shows that are directly connected to it on the CW. Like, holy fucking shit, man. I know that you allegedly pay people to write the show, but are you paying them an extra fee every time that the ratings drop? Because that's all that happens. Like the ratings just go down on that show. I don't know how few people are watching at this point. What's up, Q's Queen? But it is not good. It's real bad. Like a person who releases a fucking 10-minute YouTube video who doesn't have the platform of an entire network behind them gets more views than these TV shows get. And that includes replays, for the love of God. Like, you can include all the replays on these freaking. Like, ain't nobody watching replays of these shows. I never watched them twice. Never once. I think the only episodes that I've ever watched more than once were the crossover episodes. That sounds about right. I feel like I've replayed a couple of those. I may have rewatched an episode or two of Arrow back when it was on, but that's years ago. My God. quite some time ago. Jenny says, try putting heat on your back for the time being and doing small stretches. Well, I've been trying. You can't stretch when you're doing the show. I mean, I could stretch while I was doing the show, but I don't have the proper setup. Like, if I had a studio per se, like, not even a studio, just like a room that was soundproof, that I could set the microphone up on, like, a wall, hang it from the ceiling. It really doesn't matter where the microphone is. Just someplace where I could shout at the top of my lungs from anywhere in the room so that it could be picked up on the microphone, and then I could stretch during the show, but not with the setup that I have now. I'm just sitting here with the computer and microphone right in front of me. So that's not going to work. And the room is way too big that if I went someplace and tried to fucking stretch my back out, I'd have to shout. And there are other people in the fucking house that are trying to sleep because they're old and it's late. It's good to... Oh, Pavel, small... Oh, what does Pavel mean? I have no idea. Not the point. It is good to see you happy. I have to go before... Oh, see. Oh, that's some funny fucking shit. I don't even know what she's doing. What's she up to? Let's go and send a message, see if she's even awake. Last time I talked to her, she was on regular people hours, so she's not up super late. So she's not able to be on the show. But you never know. Maybe she's able to be on the show tonight. We'll find out. We'll find out real soon. I'll find out, and then we're not going to find out at the same time because I'm not putting my messages up on the screen so that it can boom pop up. That's not cool. That's like exposing somebody, and they would have no idea. That is some There's some untoward stuff happening there. Anyways, what I was going to say before I went on this CW tangent was I should have put the articles in the description. I definitely should have, but I did not. It doesn't matter. It's going to be fine. I could probably add them after, like, anybody who's watching this after the fact. Maybe the article is in the description. Maybe the articles are not in the description. Anyways, they're just a guide for what's coming out. I just searched for the stuff that was coming out, and it seemed like these were the most concise, so I sent them to myself on Twitter and direct messages so that I could easily access them so I didn't have to bookmark anything, and then I can just delete the messages later. It's a great system, DMing yourself stuff, because then, boom, right there, boom, delete it later, and then you still are, having a conversation with yourself. That's how it works. He's one of my favorite members. Members? What? Members to what? See, and then it doesn't show this shit on the screen. That's annoying. Why are you whispering? Is there a ghost in the house? I didn't know that I was whispering. Maybe I don't have the microphone quite as close as I had it last night. So I gotta move it out of the way. But what we can do is go to the mic volume and we'll turn it up to 120 out of 200. You tell me how that sounds, Bianca. Is that better? Was that enough gain on the microphone that it doesn't sound like I'm whispering? Because I'm not shouting, but I'm not whispering either. This would be a whisper. Can you hear the whisper? It looks like you can't hear. Like I'm watching the rings on the screen. You can't hear the whisper. Well, hopefully it's at an appropriate volume now. Like I can see relatively big rings. Hopefully it's not popping either. Like I never know if I should turn the volume up on. Like I turned the volume down on the microphone because it seemed like it was up too high, and I was getting a lot of popping feedback. 2 streams ago or 3 streams ago, so I turned the son of a bitch down. But I can turn the gain up on the in the StreamYard for the microphone, and that could possibly help there just to make it a little bit louder. Hopefully it doesn't distort it at all. Plot twist. There's a ghost standing behind. If there was a ghost standing behind me, they'd be underground because my back is almost immediately up against the wall. Like I'm about 3 inches away from the wall. So I don't see how it could be behind me. That would be amazing, though. Especially if it was standing, too, because then it would be standing on a little frickin' ledge immediately behind my head, like, boom, right there. Like, no gap in between. There was no gap. I have no response from the I don't think the squirrel's coming. I wonder what everybody else is doing. What is that son of a bitch villain doing? That's a good question. Like, he was here last week. Was he not? Or I didn't. Did I do it on Sunday? I don't remember what fucking day of the week I did the show last week. Does anybody else here remember? I know there's only a handful of people here, but somebody does. Somebody's got to remember what day the show was last week. Oh man, this again? Are you shitting me? God damn it. Oh man, like Husky, I need you to send me whatever the hell that fucking. It was some Chinese thing that he put in the chat and it fended off the bots because it shuts you out of China. Yes, it is a bot. The Ventures will take care of it. They're here. They might not be saying anything, but they're here. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a bot. See, Q got it. No problem. No problem. I'll send the ghost. Rose Matter says I'll send the ghost hunters sour way. Sour way? They're done. This. They're done. They're. The typos are killing me reading at the moment. Son of a bitch. Got a boy lemon pie. You hide. I don't know how to pronounce that name, but thank you. Appreciate it. I'll send the ghost hunters our way. They're down the street from me. There we go. That's what it's supposed to say. And the typos trip me up real bad. Real bad. I was like, oh, fucking A. What is this? Oh, man, it's confusing. Just a little bit. Just a little bit confusing. Like, I don't like it when the table vibrates, but the microphone is attached to the same table that my drink is on. So what's a man to do? I don't have a long enough straw that I can't lift up the drink. That's a fact. Like, I know that there's ice in there, but it doesn't seem like it's making the soda at the bottom of the cup cold. So the convection of heat to cold is working? No, it's not. Yeah, if the cold stuff is on top next to the ice, it should drop to the bottom of the cup. Yeah, I can finally get this joke. Knock, knock. Who is there? Who is behind the knock knocks? I don't have a long enough straw. Quote. It's true. On the bright side, it's a very thick straw. You get a lot through it. Holy fucking shit, man. Oh, I've been almost going for 20. Oh. Bobby Who. And this is as far as I made it last time. I got to Bobby Who, and then she like gave me a thumb. I swear to God, she gave me a thumbs up, and I was like, "Where's the fucking answer, man? Like, where Bobby Who? Bobby Who?" And if you thumbs up me again, we're gonna have a problem. Like, not cool, bro. Not cool at all. Let's go back here. Let's go to the conversation that I am having with myself. And then, now that it's there, come back here. Like, son of a bitch. I don't get it. I don't get how Bobby Who is an answer. Like, what? I don't understand. Anyway, hey, it took me almost 20 minutes to give an anyway out there. That's probably a new record. Unless I've already forgotten that I said it before, which is entirely possible and would not be the first time. I forgot to do. Oh, never mind. Never mind. Bobby Who? That is what Brock said this last Monday. Okay, that's fair. It makes more sense coming from a third party instead of you asking me. Like him, like I get that, but I wasn't getting it coming as a knock knock joke towards me. I was like, what? Smells like up dog. What's up dog? That was a fucking hilarious office clip that Instagram showed me, laughing my ass off. All right, I've dicked around long enough. It's been 20 plus minutes, and nobody else has shown up yet. I have no idea what these people are doing. Let's find out. Let's see if I message a purple man. Ask him what he's doing. There we go. See what's going on there. Where we'll message the dog directly. Where'd he go? There he is. He's probably sleeping. He's like, I can't go on tonight. I can't be making noise. Anyway, lemon pie. So I got a hilarious. I have to find it again. The paper's upstairs, so I can't get it right now. But it's a hilarious Abbott and Costello routine. But it's about vaccines. Oh man, laugh my fucking ass off, man. So goddamn funny. Excuse me. Rose asks, how cold is it there, PB? It's 15 here. Well, since I have two things up on my phone, I can give you both answers so that both the Americans and the foreigners can know exactly what the temperature is. It is Celsius first. We'll do Celsius first, you know. We'll throw them a bone. It's negative 17 Celsius, which equates to negative 3 Fahrenheit. So it's fucking cold out, man. Oh man, 40s. I don't remember last time we said there was a day in December where it hit 40 on like the 15th or something like that. 12th. I don't know exactly, but whew, 40's dream. 40. That's snow mountain weather. My God. So we can get into the topics. The topics are Marvel and DC, and how comic fans have all kinds of stuff to look forward to in 2022. And my question to the chat is, which comics do you want to do first? Do you want to do the ones that you like first? Do you want to do the ones that you hate first so that you can do the ones that you like second? Because I don't know which comics you like because I like both of them. And that is why the thumbnail says Marvel plus DC. Because I don't see why you have to pick a side when you can enjoy everything and always hope that one day, Batman will fight Iron Man. That's the dream. The billionaire throwdown. That's what I'm looking for. Anyway, it's never going to happen, but a guy can fucking hope. My question is, what do you want to do first? Marvel or DC? Because I got two articles that are going to guide us through all of the I just did live action. Wasn't worried about the extra animated stuff like Young Justice or What If or things like that. Like those are not included on this list. But I got one from Time.com for DC, and I have one from Variety.com for Marvel. So I'm wondering which one, like, you people got to answer. I know that you're sitting there listening, waiting to say Marvel or DC. Okay, so we got one. We got one vote. And I don't know, I can probably blab on for another couple minutes to see what everybody else says. Because we'll make it, semi democratic. Unless somebody makes an actual argument or what I want to say. God, I can't think of the fucking word right now. It's fine. Oh, two for DC. I think there's only two other people that are watching that are going to say something in the chat. So if I get another DC, we're doing DC. Bianca, you still here? Huh? Huh? Jenny, you still here? Which one you want to do first, Jenny? I know you hate both. So you either must choose or not choose. I guess you don't have to choose. And then, I'll just, so far we're going with DC first, which I didn't really care which one we did first because Both lineups look fucking spectacular. I knew Q's Queen was going to say Marvel, so now she's got to see if she can get one other person onto her side to make it a, what do I want to say, tie vote. And she might be able to because it's her co-host. So, that's a little inside baseball. So I don't know if it's not cheating. There are no rules here to getting the votes. It's just how many votes you can get on your side so we can determine which comics we are going to start with. But if nobody else is going to vote, I'm only going to talk for so fucking long here before I just start going, and then I just have to pick and go. And I mean, by pick, I mean go by what the votes say. And right now, it's just 2-1 because it's a small crew tonight. Apparently, nobody wanted to show up on Saturday night / Sunday morning. Although it's not, I should say, it's particularly early in the UK and in Norway and Denmark for those people to be showing up. But you never know. They got to wake up eventually. They'll get here by the time that I'm done streaming because it'll be 7, 8 o'clock in the morning. And they'll be like, yeah, it's sunbed now for a little bit. We can wake up now. And I just mean a little bit. Sun probably don't rise up there for maybe the sun ain't out. They're farther north than us. Than us, I mean America, not the Canadians. Oh, Q. She's asking for the help in the chat to get a vote for Marvel. So that what would be terrible is if you got that vote and then it was 2-2, and then I have to split the tie because that's how it works here. Granted, I could have just picked one and went, but I figured, why not throw it out? Oh, why not throw it out to the chat and be like, hey, man, you guys want to decide what you want to do first? And sure shit, we're split. It wasn't going to be a unanimous vote, but, I can hope. What's up, the lovely Sherry? She says, hello, PB. I fell asleep and forgot you were streaming, but you're here now. And I haven't even really started doing anything yet. I know it's been like a half an hour, but I've literally been bullshitting my way through. I did go on a little bit of a CWDC tangent, but I'm over that now. And I don't see it necessarily coming up again, but you never know because I'm an expert at going on tangents. Like hard left turns, hard right turns, these are the things that I cherish on the live stream. And people go, what the fuck was he talking about? I was like, I don't know what I was talking about. But what we're talking about right now has nothing to do with it. So, how about that shit? Oh, the lovely Sherry. Q's Queen is trying to get you onto her side. She wants you to vote for Marvel because we're deciding which comics, live action, over the next year, the stuff that's coming out, which one we were going to do first. We're deciding between Marvel and DC. Right now, it's 2-1 for DC, and Q's Queen is trying to get people to vote on her side, whereas I am completely impartial. Which doesn't happen all of the time, but it definitely happens some of the time. Because I have no fucking, what I want to say, have no horse in this race, have no dog in this fight. Why doesn't it say the number in the fucking title? I added that. It says it on here, but it doesn't say it in the StreamYard. How weird. Oh, I forgot to say, buddy, episode 25. Welcome to episode 25. Thank you for joining me, everybody. It's going to be a wonderful time. We're going to talk about some Marvel. We're going to talk about some DC or Seal, right? Or we're going to talk about some DC and some Marvel. Either way, you're going to get exactly what you wanted from me. Okay, I'm not sure. Let me think for a minute. Don't care to see email Batman and unsexy Catwoman. Interesting. So does that mean that you vote? Wait, Sherry. This is how I set it up to everybody else, and now that you're here, I'll set it up to you as well. Did you want to do the one that you like more first, or last? Like, do you want to get the one that you don't like out of the way so that you can stick around for, let's call it the main event, making it the one that you do want? Like, you can set it up either way. If you want to get the crappy one out of the way first because you don't give a fuck about emo Batman, you're like, I ain't gonna watch that anyway, so I don't need to hear anybody talk about it. Or you could do the one that you like first, and then, I mean, it's up to you. You ain't even necessarily got to stick around once we got to the DC stuff. I'm not sitting there saying, well, if you listen to part of the stream, you have to listen to the other part of the stream because, be a good person. Fuck that, man. If you listened to hey, anybody who's listening now, anybody who's listening later, here's a mini PSA. Okay? Mini PSA. If you've gotten everything that you want out of a video, leave. Like if somebody if they're talking about 2, 3, 4, 20 fucking things, and you only care about fucking two of them, or you only care about the one. You care about one fucking thing in 20 fucking subjects. When they've talked about that subject, fucking go. I mean, I'm not saying that you have to go, but you are under no obligation to stick around. Now, the other side of that coin is I'd appreciate it very much if you stuck around. I'd appreciate it very, very much. So, Sherry, when you say yes, worst first, you would want to do DC first and do Marvel second. Is that what you're saying? You want to do DC first? I need an actual response to which one you want to do first because I believe that it's DC, but I'm not entirely sure. And she says, "I'll stick around because I support you." Thank you, Sherry. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. Appreciate you all. Now I'm just waiting for her response, and then we're gonna go to the internet. DC first. It is. There's Jenny cannot help you now. Q, I am sorry, but Sherry wants to get it out of the way, even though, man, it's more than just Batman and Catwoman. It is way more than just Batman and Catwoman. I gotta bring the chat up on another device so that I can see everything. How about this? Nope, that's gonna still cover the screen up. No, I don't want to subscribe, you assholes. Jesus. Okay, let's just share the screen. Let's just do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. And we'll turn the audio off just in case they, play any type of ad or music in the background. Then I ain't got to worry about it. Life is good. See, there's some type of ad fucking playing right. Oh, let's ad for the Suicide Squad. Here are all the upcoming DCEU movies and TV shows after the Suicide Squad. Oh, look who it is. Rust's Man of the Year. Oh, it's another Man of the Year. Jesus. That's terrible. Let's see if we can zoom in a little bit here. Do a little plus action. Give me a little more. Give me another one. That'll work. X out of that. X out of that. Life is good. Go look at the chat real quick. Make sure I'm caught up on everything. Yes, I am caught up on everything. Excellent. These can't talk though. That's a problem. The Suicide Squad, not to be confused with its 2016 predecessor, Suicide Squad, hold the in the first DC superhero movie to hit the big screen since the pandemic. The movie also happens to be a soft reboot of the Suicide Squad story, while characters seen in the last movie, like Harley Quinn and Rick Flag, seem to know each other from the previous film. There's absolutely no acknowledgement of Will Smith's Deadshot or Cara Delavines. I don't know how to say her name. Enchantress. It's a bit confusing. No, it's not. It's fine. It was fine. The Suicide Squad was great. More confusing still is Warner Brothers' multiple world strategy. Yep, they're doing a multiverse. I'm not reading that paragraph. It's fine. Just like in Spider-Man. I'm not doing Spider-Man spoilers right now. We're talking about blah, 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 blah. We're talking about Batman. It's guaranteed we'll see multiple Batman, one played by Ben Affleck, another by Michael Keaton in DC's upcoming movie about The Flash, because it's a flashpoint. And you won't just see them on the big scene. DC is rolling out more in-universe television series to tie into their films. And the Snyder Cut is dead. Thank you fucking God. Moving on. Here is... Oh, here? Why did I say... It doesn't say here anywhere. It's a lot to keep track of. There's the here. Here are all the upcoming movies in the DCEU. Just said movies? This isn't even... Why would you write that like that, you assholes? Peacemaker, which I just started watching, and I was about 15 minutes into it. It was... oh, man. Oh, man. John Cena is great. Like, this fucking show... I watched it for... Like, this is a picture from the movie. Don't worry about that. He still wears this ridiculous fucking outfit, which is spectacular. And the show is... It's going to be spectacular. I don't see how it can't be. John Cena is the breakout star of the Suicide Squad. That was true. 100% true. And now his character Peacemaker, whom Cena described as a douchey Captain America, also true, is getting his own spin-off series during the pandemic break. The Suicide Squad director James Gunn, who also helms Guardians of the Galaxy, like James Gunn knows how to write a story apparently. He might be a fucking weirdo, but he gives me good art, so whatever. He began writing a backstory for Peacemaker and eventually turned it into a TV series that he will also direct. There we go. There we go. Like, oh man, this show, I'm gonna love this. I'm gonna love this show so goddamn much. Yes, fuck Zack Snyder. I agree, Q. Sorry, Shalina. Jenny, it doesn't matter that you had to leave. It was 3-1. You couldn't have saved her. We're talking about DC and the stuff that's coming up, and Peacemaker just started. I think there are 3 episodes out right now, and I'm 15 minutes into the first one, and I've loved almost every second of it. I've definitely loved every minute of it. Almost loved every second of it. Like the conversation that he has with the janitor at the beginning, freaking spectacular. It has one of the most ridiculous intros I've ever seen. It said skip intro on the HBO Max, and they're singing a fucking song and dancing around, and I was like, no, do not skip the intro. I'm probably going to end up watching this intro every time. Now, it's almost the exact opposite of a style of intro from Doom Patrol. Like Doom Patrol, you do see some characters in it, but they're not moving. Like you see Cliff sitting there, and then they're scrolling through all the other names. But what I love about the Doom Patrol intro, it's just simply the song. Like I don't know what it is about that fucking song and the way that it starts to play when they hit play on the little tape recorder. I love everything about it. It's spectacular. But this might be the most original intro that I've never seen. I thought they'd do a fucking musical or something like that with what they're doing. It was goddamn fucking hilarious. Oh man. Laughing my ass off. What's up, Kim Ryan? She says hello, PB chat. Is that like me and the chat? Or is that just like you saying hello to my chat? And you skip over saying hello to me, the one bringing you all of this. Oh, whatever this is, like whatever you want to call this, because it's not like straight. It's I guess it's commentary. I'm bringing you all this commentary. Commentary is strong with this one. March 4th, 2022. I don't have much else to say about Peacemaker other than if you got HBO Max, you need to be watching it, and if you don't have HBO Max, you need to be watching it. Figure it out. It'll be fine. March 4th, 2022, right around the fucking corner, less than 2 months, we get to see, as the lovely Sherry put it, emo Batman. Or is it emo Bruce Wayne? I feel like it's more emo Bruce Wayne because Batman covers himself up, whereas apparently emo vampires uncover themselves. I don't get it. I don't get it at all, but I think that he's going to do a great job, and I might be the only person here that thinks that. Ben Affleck, the Batfleck, has retired his Batcape. Well, at least partly. More on that later. So it's time for yet another version of the Caped Crusader to grace the cinema. This time he'll be played by Robert Pattinson. Yes, Matt Reeves, who helmed Cloverfield and I read that Planet of the Apes films, is directing the gothic-looking movie. Zoe Kravitz will play Catwoman. Paul Dano will star as the Riddler, and Colin Farrell will be nearly unrecognizable as the Penguin. This Batman and his cohort of villains will exist on a different Earth than Affleck's Batman and his allies and rivals. That means we'll probably never see Pattinson's Bruce Wayne in the same room as Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. Um, like you just said at the beginning of this, more on this later, because they're having a movie where they're bringing everybody from all over the place together. So who's to say that they don't literally have everybody who's ever been in a movie or possibly will be in a movie in Flashpoint? Like everybody is an option for that. Every single fucking person. Like there's nobody who is exclusively excluded from being in that movie. Everything, I mean, the only person that I know for a fact that ain't gonna be in that movie is the first Batman. He's dead. Like Adam West is dead. He will not be in the movie. I'm sorry to tell you. Spoiler. No Adam West in the Flashpoint movie. It's okay. The most important question, will he be wearing a COVID? You talking about Batman, Sherry? Think Batman's gonna wear a COVID? What? The only part of his, like, that's the only part of his face that you can see. You can see his nose and mouth and chin. Like, that's what you can see on Batman. You don't see, the mask covers the rest of it. It doesn't cover the hot points or whatever the fuck they call these things. The orifices. Oh, it's a joke. Oh, what a dipshit I am. What a dipshit I am. Anyway, there we go. I said it again. I'm excited as hell to see this fucking movie. I have no idea who this Zoe Kravitz is that's playing Catwoman. Sherry says that she is an unattractive Catwoman, but I am very much looking forward to Colin Farrell as the Penguin, and I am mostly looking forward to emo Batman because have you seen Tenant, Sherry? Have you seen the movie Tenant? If you haven't seen the movie Tenant, you should probably see the movie Tenant and tell me if you still get the same vibe from the Battinson as I get, or as I used to get, or as you currently get, whatever. If you get the same vibe after watching him in Tenant, then I would say, yeah, absolutely stay away from him. But if you get a different vibe from him, which I think that you're going to, I don't want to speak out of turn, but I think that you would because it's a completely different style of movie. I think that he can do a great job playing Bruce Wayne and Batman because you have to play both roles if you're going to take, like, you can't just be Bruce Wayne. Nobody wants a movie with just Bruce Wayne. Also, and I know this might come as a shock to some people, nobody wants a movie with just Batman. They want both. So you gotta be able to do both characters. And I don't know if they could be possibly more different. For being somebody inside of one integumentary system, that's your skin. That's a science thing, okay? Your skin organs called your integumentary system. That's not the point. For being one human inside of one integumentary system, you got to play two very different roles to be fucking Batman and Bruce Wayne. And I think that he can do a great job. Will he be the best one? Only time will tell. But I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it very much. And no. Don't listen to them when they say, or will you no. I guess you could listen to them when they say we'll probably never see it, but there's nothing to say that we won't see it. Especially if one does better than the other. Boom, just boom, pull them into the other universe. Be like, yeah, we got Wonder Woman over here now, right? No problem. No problem at all. So after Batman, ooh, yes, yes, yes. I know people are gonna like this one. Zoe is Jason Momoa's stepdaughter. Huh? Had no idea. Will Penguin have an Irish accent? I fucking hope so. I really hope so, Sherry. Like, I feel like that will make it better. Yes, I saw it. I'm still skeptical about this huge step as Batman. Ooh, interesting. But okay, do you get the same vibe from him? Like that movie didn't give you any faith towards the fact that he could star in an action movie? Like we're just breaking it down to its simplest form. A Batman movie is an action movie. Might be a little bit of a thriller, but it's essentially an action movie. You got to be able to do that. I mean, in the trailer when he says I'm vengeance. I don't remember exactly. Maybe that's not what he says. He says something in the trailer, and it was fuck. I thought it was pretty good. Zoe Kravitz is the daughter of Lisa Bonet and Lenny Kravitz. Oh, okay. I mean, I assume that she was related to Lenny Kravitz, but I have no idea what she looks like at all. No clue. Don't know anything else that she's in off the top of my head either. Anyway, July 29th this summer. Yes, this summer. Finally, we get to see The Rock as Black Adam. Expand the screen. Hey, there we go. Hey, look at him. Look at his chrome dome and that smile. Yeah. The Rock has previously performed many impossible feats on screen through his appearances in the Fast and Furious franchise and other action movies, but he has never technically played a superhero. Dwayne Johnson has been vying to play Black Adam for years, and his dreams will finally come to life next summer. Black Adam is blessed by magic with powers equal to Superman. But the difference is he doesn't toe the mark. Oh, okay. I was like, what the hell? That doesn't sound like sense, but it is. He doesn't toe the mark or walk the line, Johnson wrote on Instagram. He's a rebellious, one of a kind superhero. The character is a nemesis of Shazam, who got his own movie in 2019. Assuming Black Adam performs well at the box office, it is likely we'll get to see the two square off in a future film. So, how do I say this? Let's just say it. We'll just rip the band-aid off. I still haven't seen Shazam. I think I saw like the first 2 minutes, 3 minutes, maybe 5 minutes of it, something like that. I still have never watched the entire movie. Like it's just sitting there on HBO Max, and I could watch it at any point that I ever wanted to. Like, like turn it on, watch the fucking movie. Why not? But for whatever reason, it just hasn't entirely tripped my trigger that I want to sit down and sit through 2 hours of Shazam, which is weird considering all of the people that I talk to, all of them, at least the ones that watched the movie. Obviously, I wasn't talking to people who didn't watch the movie, but they all said that it was a good movie. Here's her picture. Let's click on this link real quick. Da, 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 da. Ah! Why'd you make me see that, Q? I don't want to look at that. God dang. God dang, Lenny. Like you could oh my god. That's a real person, isn't it? Holy shit balls. My god. Anyway, whew. Dwayne the Rock Johnson. Okay, second person on this list because we talked about Peacemaker originally. John Cena, 16-time world champion. I think Dwayne Johnson's is it double digits? Did he hit 10? I don't know if he hit 10. I want to say 8. My friend Mitch would know. He is a wrestling aficionado. I am not. I don't know. Whatever. both multiple time heavyweight champion of the world, WWF champion, WWE champion, whatever, whatever you want to call the title. They both held it. Now, the point that I'm bringing up here is I believe every superhero show, movie, whatever, all of them are essentially action movies. Like, they're not solid all the way through. It's not like you got fucking Bruce Lee showing up at the beginning and just walking through, kicking ass for 2 fucking hours. I get that that is not what is happening. But they are all essentially action movies. And who makes the best action actors, in my opinion? Professional wrestlers. Ever since I watched The Condemned on DVD with Stone Cold Steve Austin, I was like, holy fucking shit, man. Like, action movie, wrestler. How many things can you just have them do that they already, like, they know how to fall? You have any idea how important of a skill that is in doing action sequences? Knowing how to fall? Like, actors inherently, they don't just know, like, you need to be trained as a professional wrestler in order to fall properly. And I feel like these types of things are crucial. Also, you essentially have the basics down of faux combat. Like, I'm not saying, let's let's be clear. People 100% make contact. People 100% get hit in professional wrestling. These things do happen. Now, is it all entirely real like the UFC? Absolutely fucking not, which is another skill that they already have before they've moved into the acting world. And if you ever get caught in a bind, you just let them riff. Like they're like, okay, this is what we got written for you. And then how many things that aren't actually in the script are going to make it either into his film or into Cena's show because they're just that good on an open mic because they've literally been training for almost their entire adult life. Like the Rock been training for that for longer than he was an adult. He's like, well, family's wrestlers. Guess I'll be a wrestler. And little did he know. I mean, he top five. I mean, some people will put him at number one if you're talking about superstars and not just professional wrestlers. Like you're talking WWE superstar, you could possibly put The Rock as number one on the list. I Sure, why not? He's definitely a top five. Like you keep him out of top five at your own goddamn peril, you sons of bitches. Uh oh, Jenny says Robert Pattinson's a prick. Well, shit. Anyway, lovely Sherry, not bring sexist, but DC hired the not being sexist. Fucking see, autocorrect don't fucking help you when you fucking when you type an actual other word. Like the difference between being and bring is an R instead of an E, and it's supposed to be fucking. Fuck you, autocorrect. Why can't you figure out context of the sentence? Be like, oh, I guess that's not a thing. Oh yeah, I agree, Sherry. But DC hired the itty bitty titty committee. Yeah, they did. It's sad. It's like that's like okay, Halle Berry, terrible movie, excellent fucking Catwoman. You couldn't have just hired her again. Hughes Queen says 8 times WWE title, 2 times the WCW title. So it was 10. See, it was. We need bigger boobs. Agreed, Bianca. Especially in like you see what they look like in the comics. Ain't none of these characters not stacked. None of them. None of them. Kim says, Sherry, then they should have hired me. Oh, apparently Kim is stacked. Apparently Kim is stacked. She's drawn like a comic book character. Lucky you, Kim. Lucky you. Anyways, back to Black Adam. This movie is going to be fucking awesome. I have no idea what it's going to be about. I know nothing about the Black Adam character other than the very, very little bit that he's in Oh, I think it's Justice League Unlimited. I believe he shows up in that show. That's the only little bit that I know. Don't know anything about him from the comics, and only what they've said here, which I already knew, that his nemesis was Shazam because it's a magic thing. It's like Green Lantern versus Yellow Lantern. It's like a magic fucking thing. Not that the lanterns are magic, but you get it. You get it. Q Screen says, no, Bret Hart is the number one superstar of WWE. The best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. I mean, he does have a hell of a catchphrase, and I would have. Wait, what did I got to reread? Okay. I would have agreed with you if you would have said Bret Hart is the number one wrestler of all time. Because I don't know anybody out there ever who can out wrestle Bret Hart, like actual, like out there physically doing it, going through the moves, through the motions, hitting the spots. I don't know anybody who does it better or has ever done it better. There's been some people that might come close, but to say he's the number one superstar, I don't know about that because I don't know how long his, reign at the top was. I don't think he sold as much stuff as Shawn Michaels. I don't think he brought in as much money as Stone Cold Steve Austin. I don't think that he was as good on the mic as The Rock. Like, there are other metrics here other than just the wrestling that make you a superstar, and I think that's what puts The Rock right at the top. But if you're talking about wrestling, which is what Bret Hart was always talking about, he only talked about the wrestling because Bret Hart is wrestling. Anyway, if you would have said that he was the greatest wrestler ever, I don't know if I could have argued against it, but I can argue against that he is the greatest superstar ever. It would be interesting to see what old superstar, what old superhero you could have Bret Hart as. I don't give a fuck. I want them all. Every fucking wrestler that's ever been in any kind of acting, make him a fucking superhero. Except for the like super old ones, like you ain't need to be bringing back Ric Flair, Hulk Hogan. Once they get way past their prime, like I would still love to see the Undertaker do something. Like I don't know what characters out there are meant to be giant ass characters because he's going to be standing next to other people, but you could find some comic book character for him to play, and I'll be like, yes, I will take two, please. But this Black Adam movie is going to be great. So Sherry, you can watch Black Adam, right? Like, it ain't got nothing to do with emo Batman. It ain't got nothing to do with ugly Catwoman. That's in one movie. That's just one movie. You can watch this one. Like, Black Adam's gonna. Oh man, it's gonna be so good, so goddamn good. Sherry's got boobs on the screen. Q Screen says, PB, if you ever saw the Lonesome Dove the series, then he was one of the first that went mainstream. Never seen it. I don't even know if I ever heard of it. 90s to 2000 was the best wrestling. Exactly, Bianca. I agree. Q's Queen. Fine, then he's the best wrestler WWE ever had and WCW. Agreed. 100% agreed. Like, I can't. You give me a list of people, Bret Hart, I'll fucking wrestle all of them. And he could probably out wrestle two, three of them at a time because he's just got that much skill. I don't know if he could do it anymore because of everything that he's been through. Like he's old man. He's old man, and he been through a lot of fucking shit. A lot of fucking shit. Supplementary point: The Rock has been through way less shit, and is a younger man, and is going to be Black Adam, and this movie's going to be fucking awesome. You need to go see it. Oh, drop the device here. Let's get it back up. Yeah, I'll see Black Adam with one-dimensional Rock Johnson. But his dimension is so great. Like, you can be one-dimensional. You know who else is one-dimensional? Michael Caine, and he's one of the greatest actors I've ever seen. You know who else is one-dimensional? Morgan Freeman, and everybody fucking loves Morgan Freeman. Now, we get towards the end of 2022 and we get the Flash. Are they not calling it Flashpoint? Because I thought they were calling it Flashpoint. If they're just calling it The Flash, like, what is taking you so long? Fucking Justice League came out 2017. It took you 5 fucking years? Over 5 fucking years? To get his fucking movie out? You gotta be kidding me. The Flash has been delayed for 4 years, but the movie? Fucking A, that's not a. Oh, Zod mistakes, but the movie remains the key to the expanse of the DCEU. Ezra Miller will reprise the role of Barry Allen, the super fast superhero he played in Justice League. Affleck will return as Batman in seemingly his last appearance in the DCEU films because he's going to get written out of existence because of the Flashpoint. But he's not the only Batman that will pop up in the Flash. Michael Keaton! Michael fucking Keaton! Which, fight me, might be the greatest actor of all time. I was thinking about this like 2 days ago, and I was like, I definitely need to talk about some DC comics because Michael Keaton will be brought up, and holy, like the range on this fucking guy. He talks about range smange. He literally said that. It's a quote when he was on 60 Minutes earlier in the football season because that's the only time I watch 60 Minutes is when there's late game on CBS and it records after the football game. Anyway, he doesn't care about fucking. He's like, what the fuck is range? I was like, you, Michael Keaton, you are range. Like, if I look at a fucking actor and I want to see range in an actor, Michael fucking Keaton. Thank you. Will reprise his role as 80s era Batman in the movie. The Flash takes inspiration from the famous Flashpoint. Okay, but they're not calling it Flashpoint? Why you call it Flashpoint? Like, nobody gives a fuck. Call it Flashpoint. I mean, they didn't call it the Infinity Gauntlet. They call it Infinity War. They still took something from the fucking comic. Anyway, in which Alan travels back in time to save his mother, and in doing so creates a parallel timeline. Presumably, one of those timelines contains Affleck's Batman, the other Keaton's. The plot is supposed to set the stage for future DCEU movies that will be set in two separate parallel universes. It will also introduce Sasha Shale as Supergirl. I don't know who that person is either, at all. And the only thing that I fucking care about in this movie is that Michael fucking Keaton is going to be in it. Yes, please. Jenny Godden says Morgan Freeman needs to last longer than Betty White. He did. Like, are you talking he has to be older than her overall, or he just has to outlive her because Betty White is dead? Like, I'm pretty sure that you know that already. So I feel like he did outlast her. I have no idea. Oh, another bot. Thank you, Sherry. Thank you. We need at least one immortal. Immortal? What do you mean immortal? Immortal what? Immortal human? That's terrifying. They them flash. Oh, Sherry. Funny. Shalena, yes, I used to be the one he ignored. I already used that one. He ignored it. I say boobs, he ignored it. I say superhero movies are listed as action movies, ignored. What do you mean? I said boobs before when you said it. What are you talking about? I 100% said boobs. Why wouldn't I? That seems strange. Oh, he ain't going to be older than her. Sorry, he's not living to 99. He's checking out. He might look like he's living beyond 99, but he's not. He'll be gone before. He's not going to be older than fucking Betty White. Nobody's going to be older than Betty White. Like, how many fucking celebrities live to be triple digits? It's just not a thing that they do. They do drugs. Sorry. A lot of them do. It's just a fact of life. Anyway, this movie is probably going to be terrible, but important. which is disappointing because it's always nice when the important movies like Winter Soldier. Winter Soldier is way more important than the first Captain America. Like the first thing that Captain America, or the most important thing that happens in Captain America, the movie, is that they lose Bucky so that the Winter Soldier can be made. So, you know, it's not a necessary, it's a good movie, but it's not necessarily an important movie. Like you, according to DC, you don't have to introduce those types of things. You can just make them happen. They're like, yep, doing Justice League. Well, what about the characters? We'll just introduce them in Justice League. It's fine. That's how they fucking did it. It's weird. Super fucking weird. And I didn't like it. I didn't like it at all. Just like I'm probably not going to like this movie, but it's got Michael fucking Keaton, so especially if he has some weird scene crossing over with other Batman, and he's like, "Hey, who the fuck are you?" He goes, "I'm Bruce Wayne." I'm Bruce Wayne. It's like the spoiler alert, Spider-Man scene. That's all I'm gonna say. That way, if you haven't seen Spider-Man, you want to see Spider-Man, I'm not gonna ruin it for you. Kurt Douglas was 101 when he passed away years ago. Exactly. He's the last one. None of the rest of them make it to 100. It doesn't happen. I don't really want to talk about this movie because I think you know where I stand on it. Uh, the Flash is only going to make any decent amount of money because it has all of the other cameos in it. That is my stance. And there's no way, unless you did some type of super formal polling on a substantial number of people that went to see it and ask them why, you'll never know exactly why. But that's why. They're not going to see the Flash. They're going to see everybody else that's in the Flash. And I don't blame them. Ooh, a movie that everybody in the chat's going to love. December 16th, next year, almost 11 months to the day? Almost 11 months to the day. Aquaman and the bitch who took his eye out. Hello, Rebecca. She says, peekaboo. Okay. We're peeking at boobs. At least that's what the people in the chat were doing. Big fan of the boobs. Or fan of big boobs? Both. Anyway, Aquaman. I love Aquaman. It's not the greatest movie in the world, but I think it's good. I like it more than Zod. Like, John Campea will not kill my love for Aquaman. Jason Momoa will return as the protector of the deep in this sequel to Aquaman. In fact, just about everyone involved with the first hit film is back for the second, including stars Amber Heard. Yeah, they said she was a star. Patrick Wilson Yaya. At least I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't know. Abdul Mateen II and director James Wan. Warner Brothers has remained mum on the details of the movie, though the title certainly suggests we'll see more of the undersea empire than just Atlantis. Oh, for sure. You're going to see all kinds of shit under the water that you had no idea was fucking down there. Guaranteed. Q Queen says, fuck Aqua shit. No. Jenny God says, no. Keith Richards, he's the only one who has a shot. I'll give you that. They just got to keep them drugged up, though. It's important. Oh, Bianca says, I saw some of Aquaman. No spark. Which part did you see? Did you see the part where, what's her face? Nicole Kidman's kicking everyone's ass? Because that was awesome. Like, she was the hottest fucking chick in that movie. Sorry, Amber. No, I'm not sorry. She's like twice your age and twice as hot as you. Oh, it was pretty funny. Anyway, of everything that we've went through so far, I would say that this movie compared to everything else, I'm probably looking forward to the second most. Because I'm looking forward to it more as a movie, not as a cameo fest, but as a movie than The Flash. But my peak excitement will probably be higher during The Flash when all of the characters start showing up and start interacting and all those types of wonderful things that happen. Whereas in this movie, it looks like it's almost exclusively Aquaman and the people that go with Aquaman, and that's about it. I see that they said just about everyone and Nicole Kidman and Willem Dafoe are not listed, so how much are they going to be in a movie? I would guess not very much, which is a little disappointing because I would say that at least in the first movie, they are by far the best actors in the movie. Although I did love Jango Fett. I'll never remember the actor's name, but I'll always be able to call him Jango Fett because that's what he was introduced to me as, and that's what he'll always be in my mind. I don't care who else he plays. I don't care how iconic some people think that those roles would be. He's Jango Fett to me. But I am excited to see more of the underwater stuff. That should be good. Although, what's up, Keely Chow? Chat's popping off now. My God. Shred the like button, people. We got more people watching here. We're talking a little DC because Sherry wanted to get it out of the way before we moved on to the main event, which is apparently going to be Marvel because the order that we did them in. That's pretty much it. Jenny says, PB, they need to do testing on Keith Richards' body when he's gone because of the amount of crap he's done to himself. That is something that needs to be studied. Agreed. 100% agreed. They got to figure out what the hell's been able to keep that gut. Fuck you, Rebecca. PB is celebrating the amazing Zack Snyder production. In fact, let's go back up because I'm pretty sure this is going to be, now it's Shazam 2023. We're not talking about 2023. Down here, they say they're making a Gotham PD show that's going to be based off the Batman series. They're making a Batgirl. Apparently, that's Batgirl. I was like, yeah, whatever. Another, or maybe that's Cat. Is that Catwoman? No, that's Batgirl. Girl is playing Batgirl. She looks like she's in the itty bitty titty committee too. What the fuck, man? Come on, DC, get it together. Leslie Grace is playing Batgirl in the comics. Barbara Gordon, blah blah blah. Right? So you got a Batgirl show coming. Blue Beetle. I didn't know that this was happening, and I seen that Miguel from Cobra Kai is playing Blue Beetle. Oh my god, that I don't know a whole lot about Blue Beetle other than when he's in Young Justice. I feel like that could be a dark horse of a show. I think that it could be spectacular. I have no idea what it's going to be about or what it's going to entail, but I think that it has a chance. Wonder Woman 3 coming out in the future, blah, blah, blah. Supergirl show based off of her introduction in the fuck was it up there? I don't even remember. Superman reboot. I don't know if that's supposed to be a movie. Zatanna's getting a show. Oh, there's an answer. It doesn't say whether it's a show or TV. J.J. Abrams is doing Justice League animated stuff, which I find interesting. How many lens flares can you put in animated TV shows? Who knows? Green Lantern Corps TV show, Static Shock TV show, Michael B. Jordan, which I don't know who else could have been Static Shock besides Michael B. Jordan. Anyway, we're far into the future now. We ain't got to worry about the rest of that. I only think there's one or two other things. Anyway, we made it through 2022, and the future looks bright. Now, if I can scroll back up to the top here real quick and find the paragraph that Rebecca's looking for, here it is. Here it is. Sorry, Snyder Cut fans. While DC has announced dozens of projects in development, None of them seem to continue the future stories hinted at the end of Zack Snyder's cut of Justice League. We're unlikely to see Martian Manhunter or that Sandy Apocalypse where Ben Affleck's Batman and Jared Leto's Joker team up anytime. They say soon, I say ever. We're never gonna fucking see it. We're never gonna have to fucking see it. Which is gonna be great for me because I don't want to see his trash stuff. I really fucking don't. Back into the StreamYard here. The lovely Sherry. Commissioner Gordon has a Latina daughter. Nice. Well, I guess. I have no idea who's supposed to be playing Commissioner Gordon either. All I know is we're getting Batgirl. So rejoice, be happy. I mean, don't be the type of person where, oh, well, it's a DC thing, so I absolutely have to watch it. No, if it's trash, don't fucking watch it. Like, if you, and by that I mean if you don't enjoy it. Now that I can, now I can circle back to the CW. Some of the shows are trash. Batwoman, not Batgirl, Batwoman is not a great show, but I enjoy the fuck out of it. So I watch it. At least I used to. I haven't in a while. I need to get back to it. Bianca, I just got on Telegram. It's pretty nice for files. The fuck is Telegram? I've never heard of it. I mean, I've heard of telegrams, but I never heard of Telegram. I mean, large movie hosting files. Okay. See? Billy Chow agrees. Batwoman is a horrible show. Yes, it is. I agree. It's terrible. There, stop sharing that screen. Because, Sherry, I got good news for you, Sherry. Oh, I was wondering if that's what that, because I skipped over it. If that's what that read as. J.K. Simmons is still Commissioner Gordon, which is good. And why can't he have a Latina daughter? Like, that just means that he had a sexy woman that he made that child with. Anyway, don't you agree? Nobody agrees with you, Rebecca. You're some type of Snyder shell. Rose says, Rebecca, funny, when I look for something, I find other things. Found my vase I made in art class a long time ago. Put some flowers in it. It's like Discord, but uncensored. I didn't know that Discord was censored. Where is Morbius? Sherry. Sherry. Morbius is Marvel. Like, come on now. We were talking DC. But we're done with the DC stuff, and we can move on to Marvel. Except, I don't think that Morbius is on the list because the list is for the MCU. So I don't think that it has any of the Sony movies in it. Therefore, you might be a little disappointed with the list because it's a Disney list, not a Sony list. Like, I'm very much looking forward to Morbius, but I don't think it's on here. Because I skimmed through it, and I don't remember seeing any, what I want to say, Sony projects. I only remember seeing MCU projects. That's a big ad. Like, who's looking better right here? Jennifer Aniston or Reese Witherspoon? That's a question for the chat. Who's looking better right now? Jennifer Aniston or Reese Witherspoon? Because I definitely have a choice at the moment. Like, looking at those two pictures right there, there's definitely one that I'd pick over the other. For sure. But I need an answer from the chat. Come on, chat. I believe in you. Oh, Jenny goes with Jennifer. Big shocker there. Homer. Lovely Sherry picks Jennifer. Come on. I know that there's a couple other people out there can answer. You got Jennifer Aniston, Reese Witherspoon. Rose, that does not answer my question, Rose. They both look lovely, but Jen looks more mature. I mean, sure. I don't know if that's going to get her more votes, but sure. Rebecca said they both look good. Of course, Rebecca would say they both look good, but which one's better? Like, I'd say something that I thought was funny right now, but I don't think anybody else is going to think it's funny, so we'll keep it to myself. And none of you people are going to talk me out of it either. Yeah, I'm giving you another 30 seconds of bullcrap time that you can pick between these two beautiful ladies on the screen before I zoom in and we talk about the MCU. Yeah, boy. Which means no Sony projects. Which I typed in Marvel, so it would have been nice if they would have included that type of stuff, but I don't think that they did. Christine? Christine's here? When did that happen? Oh, she snuck in right there. Well, hello and good morning, Christine. Yeah, I know that they're both edited photos. So why didn't they edit them with some enhancements? Hello. Jennifer, because Reese took PPP money that should went to mom and pop stores. Oh, okay. Had no idea. So I'm the only one here that's picking Reese Witherspoon, apparently, based on these pictures alone. And it's probably because she's wearing a V-cut dress. That's the only thing I can think of. Zoom in on the words here. Cut out that bullcrap. Scroll it down. Every Marvel Studios movie and Disney Plus project in 2022 and beyond. After laying dormant for over a year due to the pandemic, Marvel Studios came roaring back in 2021 with 9 titles premiering in theaters and on Disney Plus. Among them were the first billion-dollar grossing movie of the pandemic, Spider-Man No Way Home, Marvel Studios' first ever animated series, What If, and Marvel Studios' first ever Emmy nominee and winners, WandaVision, and The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. The theatrical features Shang-Chi and The Legend of the Ten Rings and Eternals, which, oh my God, I just started watching that one too. It's painful. I didn't think it was going to be this painful. I'm like a half an hour into it. It says that there's 2 hours left. I was like, holy fuck, man, there's 2 hours left? I've never said that about a Marvel movie before. I didn't even say that about Captain Marvel. I didn't even go, oh my God, there's this much time left in the movie? I got to sit through that? Like, come on. They already, spoiler alert, if you don't want to be spoiled about the Eternals and something that happens at the beginning of the movie, ish, well, it just happened, like 25-minute mark, I don't know exactly. You need to leave for like 30 seconds. Leave now, and then time it and come back. Uh, they kill Salma Hayek right at the beginning of the movie. It's fucking terrible. Like, how do you take somebody like that and kill them right at the beginning? Like, I don't know if she's going to show up in any of the flashbacks because they're still doing flashbacks at the last point that I seen. But holy fuck! And then you're making these characters eternal. Like they're supposed to be able to live forever. I'm guessing that the things that they're fighting have some type of magical power that's actually able to kill them. Whatever. I get on board with that. Eternals can kill Eternals. Cool. Whatever. So these deviant things come around and they're killing and killing and killing and killing and killing whatever the fuck they want. And the Eternals, one of them is death. Why would you, as a creator god thing, man, whatever, thingamabob, why would you make one of your superhuman beings deaf. Like, you can give them the powers that they have to feel the vibrations without being deaf. So now I have to pay extra close attention to the movie, that anytime that there's any silence, there might just be a silent conversation happening with sign language because she's deaf. Why would you do that? I'm not opposed to a superhero being deaf, whatever, but these are beings that were specifically created to fight stuff from nothing. Like, why would you give them a defect? I don't care if people are going to come after me. If you ain't got your hearing, that's because it's defective. Whether you were or were not born with the hearing, whether you could hear at some point or not, if you ain't here no more, it's defective, which sucks for you. Like, people don't, I shouldn't say that. There are definitely some people out there that are like, thank God I'm fucking deaf. I ain't got to hear life anymore. There are definitely people out there like that, but there aren't a lot. Like, shit, man. PBL, I read that a while ago. Okay, if you're looking at boobs, only sure, but I'm looking at body altogether and Jen wins. That's what Jenny says. Interesting. Oh, I was not expecting to see that on my phone. Interesting. I got a message from somebody on the phone. It's a secret. They said that they were busy earlier, but they could possibly be free now, so we'll see what happens. Since I'm talking about Marvel, you never know who wants to show up and talk about that, even though I do. I could talk about it every fucking day, man. But apparently I can't have a conversation with myself slash the chat and send these messages back and forth without having these breaks in thought that are preventing me from speaking out loud. It's a problem, man. It's a serious problem. I told them that I was talking Marvel, and they said, "When are you not, though?" Holy fucking shit, man. Oh my god. Oh man. Oh, she could match this up with the fucking broadcast to see exactly when I laughed at her message. Jesus Christ. Oh man. Anyways, Eternals is not looking good. Not looking very good at all. But very disappointing. Might be the second Marvel movie ever that I only ever watch one time. And Eternals introduced a cavalcade of new superheroes and new mythologies into the Marvel Cinematic Universe, while Disney Plus series Loki cracked open the multiverse for the first time in the MCU, pre presaging pre pres pre that's a word, presaging all kinds of storylines, shenanigans. Black Widow and Hawkeye, meanwhile, debuted two new characters, Yelena Belova, yummy, and Kate Bishop. Yummy. What a show. What a show. God dang. Who have taken on their respective heroic monikers from the OG Avengers who originated them. Yeah, she's supposed to be the Black Widow. And what, Haley Steinfeld's supposed to be new Hawkeye. And now I've gone silent because I'm sending another message. Which is killing everybody. I'm sure it is. They're like, fucking, hey man, this guy's just supposed to be having a conversation with us. And he's sitting here getting distracted by fucking DMs. God damn. Oh, Kim Ryan picked Reese Witherspoon. Oh, fuck. Thanks, Kim. Appreciate that. So I'm not all alone. Oh, Janie Davis. What's up, Janie Davis? Reese Witherspoon or Jennifer Aniston? This is the question. I'll scroll over to show you the two pictures. From those two pictures right there. Reese Witherspoon, Jennifer Aniston. Choose. Quickly, Janie. Choose, Janie. I need to get back to the article. I believe in you. Come on. Which one? How am I late? I set an alarm according to the clock of the stream. I don't know. You're like an hour and a half late. Like I started an hour and a half ago. And I did a bunch, and I bullshitted for like 20 fucking minutes before we started actually getting to the topics here. And now we've made it on to the second topic. And I don't know. I don't know if I'll be able to keep it under 2 hours. Oof. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Janie. 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 Reese Witherspoon or Jennifer Aniston? From these two pictures, which one? Which one? Which one? I believe that you can give me an answer. $6 is a long phone call. Very long. Oh, the silence is deafening. Holy fuck, is it deafening? You have no idea. That was terrible. Sat here, read a message, thought about what I was going to say, and then responded. Ridiculous. Anyway, did she answer me? Yes, Reese Witherspoon. Shred the like button, people. Another winner. Zooming in made that? Okay, whatever. OG Avengers. Yes, yes, yes. After all of that, one might expect Marvel to take a breather, but the studio slate is only growing larger. There are at least 24 more titles in the works for 2022 and beyond. On the feature film side, Marvel will release sequels to Doctor Strange with director Sam Raimi, Thor with director Taika Waititi, Black Panther with director Ryan Coogler, Captain Marvel with director Nia DaCosta, Guardians of the Galaxy with director James Gunn, and Ant-Man with director Peyton Reed, as well as long anticipated reboots of Blade with actor Mahershala Ali and Fantastic Four with director John Watts. On Disney Plus, we'll see adaptations of Ms. Marvel with newcomer Iman Vellani, I don't sure one of those two. She-Hulk with Tatiana Maslany, sure, and Mark Ruffalo. Moon Knight with Oscar Isaac and Ethan Hawke. Secret Invasion with Olivia Colman and Samuel L. Jackson, and a WandaVision spin-off starring Catherine Hahn, Agatha Harkness. Yes. And a Hawkeye spinoff starring Alaqua Cox. Alaqua Cox? Not sure how to pronounce that name either. And second seasons of Loki and What If. There are also several more titles in development, including a series set in the Kingdom of Wakanda and a feature film sequel to Captain America starring Anthony Mackie. Yeah, we gotta get X-Men, we gotta get Fantastic Four. First, May 6th. We gotta wait until May 6th for everything. Like, it's been 1 year since they released WandaVision. It's been 1 year. So we technically have to wait a year and what? February, April, I skipped March, February, March, April, May. 4 months? It took you 16 months to continue the story? Fucking hell, man. But holy shit, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be so good. So goddamn good. Sam Raimi, director of the original Spider-Man trilogy, returns to superhero cinema with this Doctor Strange sequel starring Cumberbitch. That's just what I affectionately call him. Once more in the title role, Rachel McAdams, Benedict Wong, and Chiwetel? Holy fucking shit. I bet you Zod can pronounce those names. I sure as fuck can't. Will all reprise their roles from the original Doctor Strange with E4s, E4s, I4s, I-Jors. I don't fucking know. Carl Mordo, fully shifting from one of Doctor Stephen Strange's allies to one of his enemies. Young actor, holy fuck, Zoctil? Sure, Gomez from the Babysitters Club will play America Chavez, who eventually becomes the superhero Miss America, the first openly LGBTQ Latinx character to headline their own comic series. Oh joy, Marvel! God damn! Like this, this is the first thing that I have to read about on the Marvel side, whereas the first thing that I read about on the other side was Peacemaker, which is the exact opposite of woke LGBT plus L Tinks characters. What the fuck is that, Marvel? Are you kidding me? Is this a joke? This has got to be a fucking joke, man. Unbelievable. Unfucking believable. Disappointed. You better just make a good movie for the love of God. Like, I don't care about any of this other bullshit. I want to see exactly what the multiverse of madness is gonna end up doing to the MCU. That's what's important here. That's all I care about. Like, I'm not the biggest Doctor Strange fan. I think he's interesting. I thought that he did really good in Spider-Man, but do I go back and watch Doctor Strange a lot? No. Have I seen it a handful of times? Yes. Am I going to see this one in the theaters? Almost certainly. MCU tie-in. Elizabeth Olsen's Scarlet Witch will carry over the events from WandaVision. Yeah, I think we knew that. Why doesn't it want to scroll anymore? What happened? Everything froze? Unfreeze. You piece of crap. Come on now. Come on here. I need this page to unfreeze so I can continue scrolling downward. Oh, 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 oh. Things are moving slowly. The computer's not appreciating it. Get it together there, StreamYard. Come on now. There you go. There you go. Not a paid advertisement. Ooh, July 8th. What a present for America. Because the rest of you on American, like July 8th is right after America's Independence Day, which is, a holiday here. I don't know if the rest of you get holidays. Look at us. He's giving her the hammer. I don't like everyone's going to be upset that she's going to get the hammer. I think it's going to be fucking awesome. And Thor will have his powers back by the end of the movie. So fucking chill. Fucking chill, people. Taika Waititi will return to direct the fourth Thor movie, which he's co-writing with Jennifer Keaton Robinson from Someone Great. Don't know what that is. And he'll also reprise his motion capture performances as Thor's alien buddy Korg. Fuck yes. Quite possibly. It's either him, Korg, or Trevor Slattery are the best side characters in the entire MCU. Fight me. Tessa Thompson will return as Valkyrie Thor Ragnar. After sitting out Thor Ragnar. Okay. Like, there's a comma there, and I didn't read the comma, or you don't read a comma. Never mind. Tessa Thompson will return as Valkyrie. After sitting out Thor Ragnarok, Natalie Portman will return as Jane Foster, who will become the center of the story as she takes up Thor's hammer and becomes the mighty Thor. Sure. Jamie Alexander, also seen in The Dark World and on Loki, is returning as Thor's compatriot Sif. Thank you, God. Whew. I love Sif. Sif is great. And the Dark Knight himself, Christian Bale, will play the villain, Gore, the God Butcher, whose main goal in life is pretty much right there in his name, to butcher gods. Get it? Like he just wanna be killing Thor. That's his goal. And he's probably gonna like steal his powers, and then powers be transferred. Blah 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 blah. Don't care. Janie Davis says my sister has a big gay crush on Laurie Matlin. I think that's the name of the deaf actress. Sure, I have no idea. And she says I'm wondering if Mimi will make her cancer worse, like in the comics. Who's cancer? Who's got cancer? She's Natalie Portman got cancer? Natalie Portman's supposed to have cancer? Like, I know Natalie Portman's supposed to have cancer. That's information to me. Or new information to me. Like, I don't remember her character getting cancer in the movies. Unless she got cancer because she touched the stone. That'd be weird. I'm trying to think of what characters that I do know that have cancer. I'm sorry. Oh, god damn. Oh, excuse me. I can't read that stuff while I'm streaming because then I just laugh out loud for no reason. People are like, what's going on? Oh, get DMs and people help me laugh. Give me a break. I can't catch breath. Fuck. So Bale will be one of the main villains and one of the main heroes. Interesting. So what the MCU does is they go out, they find Batman, and then they turn him into a villain. This is the second time that they've done it. Like they turned Michael Keaton, Batman, right? Michael fucking Keaton into the Vulture. Spider-Man, what was that? Homecoming. Spider-Man Homecoming, he plays a villain. Now Christian Bale's playing a villain in Thor 4. I had no idea that Christian Bale was going to be in the movie, and now I'm even more excited. Like everybody else is upset at this movie that she's getting her powers, and I think that it's going to be awesome. I think everything about this movie is going to be awesome. Korg is going to be fucking hilarious per usual. Tessa Thompson's going to be, well, I shouldn't say it. Not Tessa Thompson. Valkyrie. Valkyrie is going to be fucking hilarious. I hope that she's getting drunk again because she's supposed to be Queen of New Asgard. So we'll see what the fuck's going on there. And then maybe she's going to have to deal with fucking Jane Foster. Maybe they're going to butt heads a little bit because I'm pretty sure that Sif is going to be butting heads with Jane Foster because they ain't be getting along too well. So yeah, definitely looking forward to that more than the Multiverse of Madness, and that was after watching the Multiverse of Madness trailer at the end of Spider-Man. It's interesting. Ooh, the MCU tie-in. Why are you scrolling so slowly? Chris Pratt's Star-Lord, last seen in Endgame bantering with Thor over who is in charge of the Guardians of the Galaxy, will appear in Love and Thunder, along with at least fellow Guardians cast member Karen Gillan as Nebula. It's unknown whether the rest of the Guardians will follow suit. I mean, I hope that Rocket's there, and if Rocket's there, that means Groot's got to be there. I don't need shit. What's her face? What's her face? Gamora. I don't necessarily need Gamora there. Ooh, now we're getting towards the end of the year, at least for the movies. Black Panther, Wakanda Forever. Wakanda. Wakanda? Fucking Hulk don't know how to read Wakanda. Come on, like he's supposed to have a PhD for the love of God. So, this November, Feige has been clear that Marvel will not recast the role of T'Challa after the death of Chadwick Boseman. Smart play. What is less clear is what that means for this franchise. Fans expect that T'Challa's sister Shuri, Letitia Wright, the unvaccinated herself, would become leader of Wakanda and take on the duty of the Black Panther. But the only creative element of this film that's been announced so far is its title, which at least makes clear Marvel's commitment to this franchise. Is it? Because to me, it could just as easily mean that it's their last fucking, like, this forever. This is it. This is the last one. Like, okay. Um, Batman Forever had Batman be Batman for one movie. Like it's Val Kilmer's only Batman movie, and it's forever. So he'll be Batman forever, forever, and that's it, right? At least that's where I'm getting at. Janie Davis says, I have some complaints with the actress, but I'm okay with Jane Foster. She's not my favorite, but she's okay. Sorry, I missed that before. Oh, Jane Foster has cancer in the comics. Keeps keeps cleaning the chemotherapy poisons from her sister, making her cancer worse. Oh, Mew Mew. That's funny. I want Killmonger back as King and Black Panther. It's not happening. Like he did. He ain't coming back. It's not. It's over done with. Michael B. Jordan's. He's gonna be. Fuck. He was on the DC side now. What the hell was he doing over there? He's gonna be somebody on the DC side of things, and I don't remember what I said, but if you rewind and it, shows the frame of the live stream where Michael B. Jordan's pictures, that's when I was talking about him. MCU tie-in. Dominique Thorne, what is going on? Why do I have an alarm going off? You fucking Star Wars shit. It's supposed to wake me up at 11:45 for the stream last night, and it's scaring the shit out of me during the stream tonight. Fuck. Dominique Thorne, Judas and the Black Messiah, will originate the role of Riri Williams before she appears in the Disney Plus series Ironheart, otherwise unclear. What? So Ironheart is coming out of Wakanda. Interesting. Very strange. Very, very strange. But this fucking movie, I don't know, man. I'm on the fence because I don't know exactly what's going to happen. And I like Black Panther. I don't love Black Panther, but I like Black Panther. I thought that his character was better in Civil War and in the Avenger movies. Like he doesn't shine as much in his own movie as he should, whereas you get just as much character development. I'm not saying that you shouldn't get it, but you should get the most character development out of your main character, especially when they are the name of the movie. Like the movie was called Black Panther, and Black Panther gets as much character development in the movie as everybody else. Fuck, the villain gets more. The villain gets more character development, and people feel for him more than they feel for the hero, which failure. Come on now, that's not how it's supposed to. Like you're supposed to feel for him, but then you're supposed to like how many people sitting there watching them two fight and going, "Yeah, fucking get him, Killmonger, fucking get him," because that's what I was fucking doing. I was like, "Yeah, kill Black Panther." Like Black Panther's the person that takes care of Wakanda, so it doesn't matter necessarily who it is. You drink the flower, and then you're the Panther, and life is good. So kill him. Be a Panther. Like, just think if they would have went through with that, they wouldn't have had to worry that Chadwick Boseman is dead because they'd have a Black Panther. It's the MCU. No one is permanently dead. Okay, you ask Robert Downey Jr. that. I don't give a fuck if they go to some other universe. Like if they go to the Miles Morales universe, and Iron Man is just someone else. I'm not going to give two fucks. If it's not Robert Downey Jr., I don't give a fuck. He ain't coming back. Like they're gonna. I shouldn't say that. He ain't planning on coming back. I'm sure if they, give him nine figures, and I'm not shitting you. If they don't pay him upfront $100 million, he ain't coming back. Wouldn't come back for any less either. Like he made almost $200 million off of Endgame because it's a $3 billion movie. He makes I don't know what his percentage was off of the movie, but it's impressive. Here's another thing that I forgot that was coming out. Now we're moving back to Disney Plus series. Apparently, they only got three movies coming out. The three movies are what was it? Doctor Strange: Multiverse of Madness, Thor: Love and Thunder, Black Panther: Wakanda Forever. I mean, that's a pretty decent lineup, especially when you're getting multiple heroes in every movie. So it should be a good year for movies. Let's see if it's going to be a good year for Disney Plus TV shows. What's the chat talking about? Not much. Disney can keep their alpacas. $1 million. Don't worry, lemon pie. I put my pinky up to my mouth when I said it. I forgot that I had this comment on the screen. It has nothing to do with anything that I was talking about. And I look ridiculous. Oh, Sherry. Sherry. Well, that's an old comment too, isn't it? These are like 9 minutes behind. What's going on here, comments? Like, I want to get to the bottom. Show me the new ones. Why are you only showing comments that are from 10 fucking minutes ago? People have said stuff in the last 10 minutes, for the love of God. They've said all kinds of stuff. Janie Davis is Team Cap anyway. What does that have to do with anything, Janie? Cap's dead too. Old man died on a bench. Boom. Right there he is, dead. 2022, Moon Knight on Disney Plus. Oscar Isaac plays Mark Spector, whose dissociative identity disorder manifests as different distinct personas. In the comics, it's caused when Spectre becomes the embodiment of Khonshu, the Egyptian god of the moon. Fun fact, this will be the actor's second swing at an Egyptian-based Marvel character after he played Apocalypse in X-Men Apocalypse. Anyway, Egyptian filmmaker Mohammed Diab, Clash, and Cairo Snake will direct the series along with Justin Benson and Aaron Moorhead from The Endless, May Calamawai, sure, and Ethan Hawke co-star. Sorry for butchering that last name, but caught me off guard. There's way too many vowels for the consonants there. It's a 1-to-1 ratio. Calamaway? Fucking hell, man. Anyway, I did not know that he was Apocalypse in Apocalypse, and I've watched that movie at least half a dozen times. It's probably closer to a dozen. I like X-Men Apocalypse, mostly because Olivia Munn is in it, and she's looking hotter than both Jen and Reese Witherspoon. Like, ooh, Olivia Munn in that movie? Thank you, yes please, I'll have another. Anyway, having Poe Dameron himself stick with Disney, but switch from Star Wars to Marvel? Why the fuck not, man? Like, I got no problems with Oscar Isaac at all. In fact, apparently everything that I've seen him in, that I know that it's him now, because I didn't know that he was Apocalypse when I was watching it. I had no idea who the fuck that is. It's some guy in goddamn, some purple getup with face paint all over his face that you can't even tell who the fuck it is. Now I know. Anyway, I think that this could be good. I don't really know anything about Moon Knight. The only thing I know about Moon Knight is that I got to play as his character in Lego Marvel Superheroes. Yeah, Lego Marvel Superheroes as Moon Knight. Beyond that, no fucking clue. So, I'll be able to come into this entirely blind, objective, so that I can just look at the show and be like, oh, well, they got this wrong from the comics. Don't give a fuck. How does it tie into the MCU? It's unclear. But we can move on. Another show coming out this year, She-Hulk. Which, seeing the little snippet that I seen, it looked pretty fucking good. And apparently he's still Professor Hulk at that point, but in the mid-credit scene of Spider-Man, right? Mid-credit scene of Spider-Man, he's not Hulk. It's going to say down here because I read through a little bit. Tatiana Maslany will play Jennifer Walters, a lawyer whose field involves superhero-related cases. In the comics, Walters is cousins with Bruce Banner, and a blood transfusion from Banner gives her hulking abilities. Ginger Gonzaga, Renee Elise Goldsberry, Josh Segarra, and Jamila Jalil co-star. Jamila Jalil. Oh, that's that's a mountain I would like to climb. Jessica Gao of Rick and Morty is the head writer with Kat Coiro. I wanted to say Cairo, but it's an O. Coiro. Sure. It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. And Anu Valia. Never Have I Ever. Don't know what that is. Directing. So the head writer and one of the directors are from something that is overtly a comedy. This show is going to be fucking hilarious. It's not surprising that Mark Ruffalo will return as Banner. It is quite surprising that Tim Roth will return as the Abomination, the villain from Marvel Studios' not terribly well regarded second film ever, 2008's The Incredible Hulk, and who also has made an appearance in Shang-Chi. Oh, it was in Shang-Chi. It was in Shang-Chi, the credit scene. The credit scene from Shang-Chi shows that Mark Ruffalo was unhulked. Dehulked? Yeah, I'm gonna go with dehulked. He was dehulked. He was regular human again. It's a little disappointing. Janie Davis, I would have enjoyed Zod reading Tatiana Maslany. Dick Grayson is the best Dick. Just ask Bruce Wayne. Oh, that's disturbing. That sounds like he groomed him. Don't say that. I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Anyway, this show's gonna be great. It might it might compete with Hawkeye as the best series. Do you want to know why Hawkeye is the best series? Because it revolves around an Avenger, an OG Avenger. Because, yeah, Scarlet Witch, sure, she became an Avenger in Age of Ultron. Like, she's on the team, you're like, hey, you're an Avenger now, you got superpowers, cool. And then, number two, you got the Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They didn't become Avengers until oh, Civil War. Civil War. I mean, one of them like Sam Wilson, current Captain America. He probably was by Civil War an Avenger. I'm pretty sure he's on the team with what do I want to say, Scarlet Witch at the end of Age of Ultron. So yeah, he was an Avenger. But the Winter Soldier, he don't become an Avenger until Infinity War. Like I would say he's an Avenger by Infinity War. That's it. But Hawkeye was an Avenger since the Avengers. Because he was in Thor. The original Thor. That's when they introduced his character. So yeah, shows that are going to focus on OG Avengers like Hulk, which I know it's not going to focus on Hulk, but he's going to be in the show. But I feel like he's going to be maybe not in the show as much as Hawkeye, but he's going to be in the show as as much as Loki is. Like Loki for half of the show doesn't seem like he's the main character of his show. It seems like Sylvie's the main character of his show for a while. And then for an episode there, it seems like Morbius was the main character of his show. So he's not always in the spotlight. He's in the spotlight a lot, but he's not always in the spotlight. But I feel like Mark Ruffalo is going to be in a lot of She-Hulk, or at least a lot more than I think most people are expecting. So it should go well. Except for people that don't like Mark Ruffalo, which I don't necessarily like Mark Ruffalo, but I like him as a Hulk. I think that he's funny. This summer, Ms. Marvel. Look at that. Look at that helmet. What the actual fuck? That looks so weird. Can I play that? This is playable? What is this? If I click this play button, what's going on here? Minute 19 of what? It's a trailer? Blah, blah, blah. Kevin Feige talked. Animated. Still. Oh, some bullshit. interviews. I'm becoming a character. We're talking on Zoom. Put a lightning bolt behind us, and then we'll show a little bit of it. I'm not going to watch it because it might spoil me. So, fuck off, little video. Let me continue on with my scrolling. Please. Please. Come on. I was scrolling with the button before because it's way smoother. You son of a bitch. What is your problem? I want to scroll with that. Marvel's first Muslim lead character and one of the newest characters within the Marvel Comics fold gets her own Disney Plus show with newcomer Iman, I'm guessing it's Iman, Vellani, in the title role, also known as the 16-year-old Kamala Khan, a major fan of superheroes, especially Captain Marvel. Kamala gains the ability to change her shape and size, allowing her to, among other things, punch with a very, very big fist. Mohan Kapoor, Risha, Rish, that is a weird name to say, and Matt Lintz co-star Bisha K. Ali, Hulu's Four Weddings and a Funeral, serves as executive producer and head writer. Producer and writer, that's an interesting combo. After initially announcing Ms. Marvel would debut in late 2021, Marvel Studios pushed the series to summer 2022 after so many shows and movies took over the calendar of 2021. It's true. It's true. MCU tie-in. Unclear for this show, but Vellani will appear in 2023's The Marvels with Brie Larson as Carol Danvers and Tiana Paris as Monica Rambeau. I'm looking forward to The Marvels. I think that's going to be good. And now this might be the most interesting one. The Guardians of the Galaxy Holiday Special. What in the actual fuck? I didn't even know it existed until I brought this article up and I was like, hello. Guardians Arthur James Gunn is writing and directing this special, which will shoot during production on Guardians Volume 3. The story will feature the main cast and fill in considerable storytelling gap between 2017's Guardians Volume 2 and Volume 3. MCU tie-in is unclear. Well, they just told you how it ties in. It tells the story between Guardians 2 and 3. And it's going to be a holiday special. I'm sure it's going to be all of them making fun of Peter Quill wanting to do Christmas and being like, what the fuck is this Christmas stuff? And Drax isn't going to get any of it. It's going to be fucking hilarious, man. Are you kidding? This is going to be something that I watch every single year along with Iron Man 3, the greatest Christmas movie of all time. I will be watching Iron Man 3 and the Guardians Holiday Special because I have a feeling that this has the ability to be on par with any other holiday special you could ever bring up. I'm talking Rudolph, Frosty, any of the classics, anything new like Toy Story, anything like this is going to be the definitive holiday special that you're going to want to watch every year. It's going to be fucking great. And it's only disappointing that the holidays are so far away and we're going to have to wait that long. Janie Davis don't like Drax? Get the fuck out of here, man. Are you kidding me? How the hell can you not like Drax? What do you mean you resent new Gamora? There's a new Gamora? What? Is that true? Now I gotta look on the internets. I mean, you spelt the name wrong, but it's okay. Doo-doo-doo. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 star Zoe Saldana reveals her new look. Wait, so she's just gonna look different? It's still the same actress? Blah blah blah. Okay, that picture don't really tell me much. Still don't tell me. That's not her in any makeup. So we'll go back to this first picture. I don't see what's like she ain't got eyebrows. Is that is that what's new? There's no eyebrows. because I don't remember what she used to look like. It looks the same to me. I'm not doing a whole bunch of timeline change Gamora. Huh. Interesting. I guess I didn't really notice that much of a change. We haven't really seen her since they made the timeline change. I'm looking forward to this holiday special. One of the holidays going to be here. Not soon enough is the answer. That is 100%. Why? Scroll, you piece of crap. I don't know if there's something next after the morning show because the screen does not want to fucking scroll. Oh, then we're in February 2023. The Marvels, Guardians 3, Ant-Man and Wasp. Yeah, X-Men. Making another cartoon. What is it? I Am Groot. I Am. All we know about the show is it will feature a series of original shorts about Groot for Disney Plus. It's gonna be awesome. Marvel Zombies. I'm sure K-Dot is gonna hate that. It'll be like, they ruined zombies forever. Spider-Man Freshman. I don't know what that's supposed to be. The Agatha Harkness. House of Harkness. That sounds pretty cool. Armor Wars. Don't know what that's supposed to be. Echo. I guess that's supposed to be a Hawkeye thing. Yep. Ironheart. Okay, these are all past 2022. But the future's looking very, very bright. Loki season 2, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, we got a whole bunch of stuff in 2023. This article's super fucking long. We've made it to the end of 2022. And things are looking fucking bright, people. Like, be happy. I'm super fucking excited right now. Although, I feel like I'm more excited for DC movies and I'm more excited for Marvel shows. Like there's one movie that's going to disappoint me on the DC side, whereas I think there's going to be two movies that'll disappoint me on the Marvel side. Like I don't have a massive amount of faith in the multiverse of madness. I think that it has a massive amount of potential, but I don't know if it's going to reach its full potential. And then what the fuck comes out in July? Thor Love and Thunder, which I got no qualms about that. I think it's going to be spectacular. I don't think that's the one that's going to disappoint me. Black Panther Wakanda Forever. I, I I don't think it's going to be a special movie. I think it's going to be like a eulogy, and they're going to have to explain away how the Panther ended up getting killed off screen. Like, that's not going to be very good. People don't like it when you kill people off screen. That's going to be terrible. What if I switch from banners and then go back to comments? It still doesn't show any of the recent comments in the StreamYard. What the actual fuck StreamYard? Like, it's crapped out at 11:41. See if I put a bullshit comment and post it. There, put my bullshit comment. Jump to 12:07. There's only 20, 30 minutes in between. Jesus Christ. Oh, Kim left a while ago. I missed that one. Sorry, Kim. Damn it. We'll talk to you later. Janie Davis says, which I can't put it on the screen, which I would if I could. My sister said something. Loki and Thor don't look alike, but it's not because he's adopted. It's because he shapeshifted to look like Hela before Thor was born. What? Loki and Thor don't look alike, but it's not because he's adopted. It's because he shapeshifted to look like Hela before. What? I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And yes, Janie Davis, Groot. Groot's going to be awesome. Q's Queen says, will they dress Groot up as a Christmas tree? Oh, man. That'd be great. That'd be fucking great. I would love that. I would love that. So he's a tree. Look, I'm a Christmas tree. He's a Christmas tree. Yes. 5444646. Don't know what that is. It's a number. TV shows. TV shows. DC TV shows. Not to mention, there'll probably be another season of Titans and Doom Patrol coming at some point next year. That wasn't on the list either. But these Marvel TV shows, She-Hulk, oh man, I've only seen that little bit of She-Hulk. I know everybody who's going to be in it. I feel like that I feel like that TV series is going to be extra special. I just have a feeling. I think it's going to be extremely well received, and I think it's going to be important. Like important inside of the MCU. Some shows are more important than others. Because pretty much all Disney Plus has been doing with their MCU TV shows is using them as what I want to say. Fuck. They're using them to introduce villains. That's what they're doing with them. WandaVision introduced Agatha Harkness. Like, we didn't know anything about her before WandaVision at all in the MCU. The Falcon and the Winter Soldier introduce a U.S. agent douchebag. I don't remember. Is John? I don't remember exactly what the fuck his name is supposed to be. And then you get to Loki, and they introduce freaking Kang the Conqueror. Like, my God, that's a big villain right there. But, not necessarily the most well-known villain. Like, he's more of a cosmic villain than a Earth villain, if we can differentiate between these two. Like, Thanos is a cosmic villain, whereas in Hawkeye, they introduce a big-time Earth villain, Kingpin. And of the four shows, I feel like Kingpin is the most well known of all of the villains that they've introduced. So, what villains are going to be introduced? Because, unlike the shows that we've gotten already, we already knew Wanda, we already knew Vision, we already knew Bucky, we already knew Falcon, Sam, whatever. We already knew Loki, we already knew Hawkeye. Like we knew the original character. Not necessarily the person that's going to take over for them, but we knew the original character. These next set of shows are introducing heroes as well as villains. Like you can't introduce a new hero without giving them a villain to go against. And in She-Hulk, she's also supposed to be a lawyer, so I'm sure some of the villains per se, like they could do a villain of the week on that show. Similar to the way that the CW has their show set up, where you got to fight a villain of the week. Like there's an overarching villain for a season, and then there's the villain of the week. She-Hulk, as far as I'm looking at it right now, has the best opportunity to have that style of show. Because if she's going to be a lawyer and she's got to deal with some asshole every week, that means you're going to have somebody on the other side who's going to be the villain of the week that she has to overcome. But then, as she's being her She Hulk self and becoming a superhero, they can introduce whoever the overarching villain is, like Kingpin. I think that'd be good. Will they celebrate Life Day, though? They fucking better, Lemon Pie. Bianca Zombie. Okay, I'm back from dog walk. Welcome back, Bianca. You got back before we ended the show. Because I've talked about DC, I've talked about Marvel, everything that's coming up in 2022. Didn't talk about Sony Marvel. I'm sorry. Sorry, Sherry. We can talk about it a little bit. The only thing that I know for sure that's coming up on the Sony Marvel side is Morbius. Oh my God. Like seeing the trailer for that and seeing Jared Leto as Morbius, I don't know the last time that they cast somebody in a role for a comic book character where they already fit the role. Like he just showed up, they put the fucking fangs in his mouth, and that was the end of it. They were like, "Oh yeah, you don't even say anything. Just walk around with these fangs in. Boom, fucking Morbius." Like, oh my god, that movie is it's gonna be good. It's gonna be so goddamn good. Like, I don't know where to. It's gonna be. It definitely has the potential, and I'm inclined to say that it will be better than both Venom movies. It could be better than both Venom movies combined. Once again, only time will tell. But I bet you that time will prove me to be correct again. Because that's what I do. I try not to come up with conjecture that can easily be proven false. But on the other side, you can easily make the argument that it's true. So I got that going for me. Christine says, I am here just listening to PB talking while waking up. Thank you, Christine. Janie Davis says, I thought the little Wookiee was an Ewok at the time. Wait, what little Wookiee? What little Wookiee? I have no idea what little Wookiee you're talking about. Oh, you mean in the holiday special? The little Ewok in or the little Wookiee in the holiday special. Why would you think that he was an Ewok? Like you think they're just like, oh, well, we can't have one of our own, so let's just go to Endor and we'll just snatch one. They look like babies forever. Jenny Davis says, is that on Disney Plus or are they trying to wipe it from the catalog? That's a good question. I don't remember. I think that it's there. Open up my Disney Plus tab, click on the Star Wars. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum. It didn't take me to Star Wars, but it did this time. Ba-da, ba, 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 ba-da, ba. Star Wars Vision, Star Wars Animation. It wouldn't be under the animation. It would be under the specials, though, wouldn't it? Empire Dreams, Biomes, Under the Helmet. Let's scroll to the right. Star Wars Holiday Special. It's on there. It's definitely on there. Let's click on it real quick. Oh, that's a Lego Star. Whoopsie. Whoopsie. That's Lego special. Did it say Lego in the title? Because I swear to God, I didn't see the little Lego symbol. My bad. Maybe it's not on here. I don't know where to look to find it. Vintage Star Wars. Maybe it's underneath that. Because that's the droids. That's the Ewoks. Nope. It's definitely. Wow, they put the micro series in that. Interesting. Star Wars through the years. Let's see if it puts it in that list. It definitely does not. Nope. Because then we get to Lego stuff. And we get up to Rebels. Then we get. Rebels came out before The Force Awakens? I did not know that. Interesting. Up to Solo stuff. The Rise of Crap Walker. The Lego Holiday Special. Can't believe it has that, but I ain't got the other one. Star Wars Galaxy of Sounds. Anyway, why the fuck are we talking about Star Wars? It's supposed to be Marvel. Son of a bitch. Sorry. PB, I was 7 or something and I wasn't clear on the species. That's fair. No lemon pie. I'm not seeing it. I don't see it on the Disney Plus. I do not see the Star Wars special on Disney Plus because they have Star Wars Through the Years, which I assume just puts all the Star Wars stuff that they have in order because it goes to New Hope, Empire Strikes Back, Return of the Jedi, and then Caravan of Courage, Ewoks, The Battle for Endor, and then another Ewoks show, which is animated, 1985 to 1986. 2 whole fucking seasons. 2 whole seasons. How many episodes are there? Let's find out. First season, there are 13 episodes. Season 2, there are 13 episodes. Okay. Hopefully, they give us more episodes of the shows. Like, WandaVision was 9, everything else after it was 6, and I wanted more. Like, especially of Hawkeye. That's definitely the best show that Disney Plus has come out. Well, yeah, I can say that. Disney Plus in total, that's the best show that they came out with. Marvel, easily the best show that they came out with. I don't know what they're going to end up doing with Matt Murdock. They could just make another Daredevil Netflix series. I said Netflix, just another Daredevil series. I think that it'd be good. Lemon Pie says The Rise of Skywalker was an okay comedy. That's true. And a terrible Star Wars film. That's entirely true. And that I laughed at it. Then we are in the same exact boat because I was laughing at that movie constantly. It was fucking trash. I'm sure there's a documentary about Lucasfilm trying to hide the Christmas special. Oh, yeah, I'm sure there is. You know what there's not going to be a documentary about? This stream, because it's about to end. I mean, somebody could put in a documentary in the future when they're doing the documentary of my life, which it's just not going to happen, people. But what I would like to encourage you to do on this 25th episode of PB's Cheesing It Up Live, go and shred the like button, people. That would be great. If you go on, I don't know where it is on your device. Typically, it's right below whatever the play screen is. You're on your tablet, you're on your computer. Take it out of full screen mode, put it in the small mode. Look for that fucking thumb and click on it. It can even be pointing downwards. Shred the dislike button. Shred both. If you can hit both buttons and turn those motherfuckers blue, white, whatever color scheme you got it set up to, turn those thumbs colors, people. I'd appreciate it very much. And then you could share the stream with somebody. Share it with a friend, share it with a family member, share it with an enemy. I don't get, be like, oh, this guy's terrible and I need to torture my enemies, so I am going to share his live stream and they will listen to it. I would appreciate that very much. You go ahead and share this with your friends, your enemies, your neighbors, people that live on the other side of the planet. It don't matter. Just share it with everybody. That would be wonderful. And I'd like to thank you all. Who's still hanging out? Who's still hanging out? We got Q's Queen, Janie Davis, Lemon Pie, Christine, Bianca Zombie, uh, Rose Matter, Kim's gone. Who else is here? Jenny was here earlier. There's a bunch of other people here. Rose? I said Rose. I meant to say lovely Sherry. She's still here listening. I know she is. I appreciate all you people. I don't exclusively do this so that I can talk to myself alone for hours. That's not necessarily what I do it so that we can have a conversation about the things that we love and vent about the things that piss us off. Isn't it a wonderful life? But with that, everybody, I'd like to thank you once again for the last time. I know I went through the names and so I said thank you before that, but now I'm actually wrapping up. And, I'll be back again next weekend. Shit, maybe back before that. You never know. Streams can pop up here and there, but I'll definitely be back next week with episode 26 of PB's Cheesing It Up Live. And I have a feeling that I'm going to want to talk about Peacemaker and Eternals because I'm going to get back to watching one of those two things. It's late at night, and I was told that if I watch Eternals, I'm probably going to fall asleep. So I might have to switch back to Peacemaker, and that'll keep me awake for a little while. So be safe, everybody, and remember this. When you have to decide between Marvel Comics and DC Comics, just go with the one that makes you happy and have a good night.